Hello and welcome to Metal Vice, a podcast where we talk about all things music.
Well, the things we care about.
That's right, which is mainly metal music and live music. I'm one of your hosts, Brian, joined with your other host,
Karen.
Karen, what is this episode going to be all about?
We went to see the Babyklock tour, which is Babymetal and Dethklok.
Right. Joining them, we had Jason Richardson, too. This was in Milwaukee at the Rave again. We were there the couple nights before to see Atreyu, Memphis Mayfire, along with Catch Your Breath and Another Day Dawns.
Yes.
But this one is all about Babymetal and Dethklok.
Yes.
Tickets for this, real quick, were $42 with $15.33 in fees and then $2.98 in tax. Again, this was at the Rave, one of our favorite venues all time right now.
Yeah.
Such a great, fucking awesome atmosphere. The staff's always great. The aesthetics of the building are fucking awesome. Milwaukee's such a fun town. Like, whenever a tour is announced, honestly, Milwaukee's one of the places I look.
I do too. Yeah, I didn't know if that was just me, but obviously I look at Chicago first, but then I'm like, are they in Milwaukee? And is it a weekend?
So I do both. I say, all right, are they in Chicago? If they're in Chicago, I still look for Milwaukee.
Oh, do you?
If I don't see Chicago, then next one is Milwaukee. And if it's in Milwaukee, is it a weekend? Because it is a bit hard for us to get up there with work and everything. Not impossible by any means.
Right.
But on a work day or on a school day, it means we have to stay at a hotel. And we're working from the hotel and then either driving back the next day, evening, or taking the train or something like that.
Yeah.
Or eating a day of vacation to hang out in Milwaukee, which, don't get me wrong, I just said it. Milwaukee's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I will gladly
We've
eat
done
a
that
day of
many
vacation.
times. Yeah. The hard part is also the shows start at 7, and if we get off work at 4, that doesn't even give enough time to get up there
For driving.
Because generally
Traffic
it takes
horrible.
Generally it takes us from our exit to where O'Hare and whatever split to go to Milwaukee, an hour and 15 minutes. So there's no way we can drive up there after work.
Yeah, possibly the Metro. Oh, not Metro, Amtrak.
Yeah. But those times don't line up.
Not always. You might miss a bit of the opener.
You would, yeah, because it's either the 3 o'clock train or the 5 o'clock train.
Or we take a half day. That's less. Yeah. That's better. Anyway.
Yeah.
We can make it work. It's harder to make it work, but on a weekend, it's great. This was a Sunday night, which is that borderline. Yeah. It's a school night, so. But we were there. We were mainly there for this, and then we picked up the Atreyu show afterwards.
Yes, yeah, because Babymetal and Dethklok were in Chicago on Thursday, but we were at Bad Omens at the Salt Shed.
Right.
So that's why we were like, oh, let's go to Milwaukee to see them. So we had already planned on taking Monday off.
Yep.
So that we could drive back home, basically. And then I don't even know how it worked out.
Well, we were just going to make a long weekend out of it.
Yeah,
so we're might as well do that.
I was going to say, then we added, let's just go up Friday and spend the whole day Friday in Milwaukee. And then I looked, and Atreyu was going to be there, so we bought tickets for that. So that's how it all kind of worked out.
So this was the end of a weekend trip to Milwaukee.
Yep.
2 shows at the Rave. Again, one of the best venues we've been to, one of our favorite venues we've been to. And yeah, it was a great way to end the trip. Spoiler alert, I guess.
Yeah.
So we've gushed a lot about the Rave in a bunch of other podcasts. We go up there as much as we can. So yeah, you'll check that out in one of those other ones if you listen. If not, then yeah.
And this was in the ballroom. I don't know if we've said that at all during this. So the main ballroom.
Yeah, this was in the main ballroom. And I think the day of the show, you showed me a post from the Rave that said sold out. So yes. I don't think it had sold out up to that point.
Yeah, I had not seen anything that sold out because I knew Chicago had sold out. But then I didn't know. But then, I saw they posted that it was sold out.
Yeah. So I guess let's get into the music.
Yeah.
Since that's, like I said, we've gushed about the Rave a lot.
We don't really need to talk about it.
It's fucking awesome. If you get a chance, go check a show out there. Whatever style of music it is, whatever room you're in that the Rave has, they're all fucking phenomenal. Yeah. You're going to have a blast. So
I just want to find the swimming pool.
Go to the fucking Rave. It's going to be awesome. That's at a hotel. That's not at the Rave.
No, it's at the Rave.
There's a swimming pool at the Rave?
Yes. Moshe Sen White did an interview in front of it.
Really?
Yes.
I don't believe you. There's a swimming pool at the Rave.
Yes, even the tiles were the exact same as the Rave tiles.
I don't think you're right.
I think I am.
I don't think so.
Anyway,
we're here to talk about the music. Let's start with the opener. We have Jason Richardson.
Yes.
Somebody I have no clue who he was.
Did you look him up at all?
I did not. I saw you doing it, so I'm super excited to see what you come back with.
Yeah.
But start with his set list. Okay. What did he come out with?
So started with Tendinitis, Ishmira, Sparrow, Titan, Retrograde, Upside Down, and Hoss Down.
And to be clear, this set list is pulled from a few nights before, not from the exact show we went to. But I think that's about right because I think there's another one that has roughly the same songs, if not the exact same songs on the set list.
Yeah, there was a couple that he mentioned, and I think they're the same songs. Okay. Retrograde, I remember him mentioning.
But comes out.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's talk about the stage a little bit.
We'll get into
go
ahead.
He comes out, and it's just one fucking person.
Yes.
Jason Richardson, and
with a guitar.
And sometimes you'll see people come out and it's just their name, Rob Zombie. Good example. It's Rob Zombie with a bunch of other fuckers behind him playing instruments and having like a band and having a blast. Bruce Springsteen, name of like that's him, and he comes out with a bunch of other fuckers. Just happen to be the E Street Band, right? But he'll throw that in the name though sometimes or all the time. I don't fucking know. I don't really follow Bruce Springsteen that well. Anywho. I expected that with Jason Richardson, is he'd come out with a bunch of other people.
Not like a fucking Devin Townsend?
No, not like that. Well, I guess Devin Townsend, that's a good example. Devin Townsend and the acoustic was just him.
Yeah.
But that was Devin Townsend acoustic. Like it's...
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. I'm getting off track. What I'm trying to say is when he came out and he was the only one there, I was a bit taken aback. And his stage setup was also a bunch of lights behind him. That scared me because when bands have that, I'm always like, there's just going to be this blinding white light that they shine in to get like the silhouette effect. I fucking hate that. I can't see anything. Fuck this. This is stupid. And I went in with that mindset. But he came out, starts playing, and it's just him playing the guitar. You have backing tracks that are doing rhythm and bass and drums, but he's up there doing the guitar and fucking killing.
Yeah, he can fucking play the guitar. That's for
fast and quick and accurate and just technical and so fucking good at the guitar. Yeah. Like fucking phenomenal. You looked him up. So what did you find about him? Yeah, I saw you doing that during the show a little bit.
My first thought when he came out, like I knew he could fucking like just watching him, you can tell that he can fucking play the guitar. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, one, is this guy like got such a big ego that he's like, I don't need a band, I can do this all by myself? Or is he like, I know how to play the guitar, but I can't get into a band? So that's when I started looking him up.
Okay, so I had similar thoughts.
Okay.
Of my thoughts were not quite the same, but similar. It was, you wrote and played all of the instruments, and you're going to come up here and you're going to play the backing tracks of the instruments you played, but you're going to do the guitar, which most people want to see the guitar technique and whatnot. So that was my first thought, and I was like, well, just fucking find some friends or hire people. There are drummers out there who can probably do the drums, but we'll get into that here in a little bit. So like, just hire somebody out there who's very good at the drums because the drums are fucking awesome. I guess that's what I was going to get into in a little bit is, to me, the highlight wasn't the guitar. It was the drums. The drums were fucking insane.
I would agree with you right there.
Oh my God, I love the drums.
Like, I liked the backing track better than the guitar.
I liked the guitar. I liked the rhythm. I liked the solos, but they were all great. But the drums were fucking killer. They were so goddamn good.
Yeah.
And like, if he did do that and came out and played one instrument, I wanted the guitar, like the drums.
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit about the guitar. Yeah. Like, I've seen technical players like I don't care.
Yeah, I guess that's how I am too. Like, I don't care about guitar solos. I am like a drum and bass person more than a guitar solo person.
I think I'm getting that way too. I don't get me wrong. You don't like guitar solos. I do like guitar solos. I really, really do. But the bass solo and the drum solos, I love those so much more.
Yeah. Anyways, so I did look him up. This is from Wikipedia, so it has to be correct, right? Because it's Wikipedia. He was part of All Shall Perish, and then I think the band is Born of Osiris. Osiris. I might be pronouncing that wrong. And then he was also part of Chelsea Grin, which Chelsea Grin is on my list of I must see.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
These are all bands I don't know.
Okay. Well, Chelsea Grin is like a death metal.
Like a technical death metal?
Possibly technical death metal, but definitely death metal. All Shall Perish I've heard of, but I don't really know the music. And then the other one I don't know. But then in 2017, I think it was 2017. Sorry if that's the wrong date.
Somewhere around there. 2007.
Yep. 2017, he joined with All That Remains for their European tour.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, how Wikipedia kind of mentioned it is he was just going to do the European leg of the tour because they needed a guitarist. But he's now a member of All That Remains.
Oh, okay.
Which kind of makes sense. Like, I saw a few All That Remains shirts and stuff there, so makes sense. But yeah, so he is part of a band. Just this little tour was just himself. So.
And all the tracks he played were solely instrumental, with the exception of one track.
Yes.
Which was, I believe, the vocalist from Periphery.
Periphery. Yep.
Was out there, and they're kind of a progressive metal band, at least a little bit we've heard of them. Yeah. So that kind of makes sense. It fit really well. We saw one other band that was all instrumental as well. And that was with Spirit Box, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that was the Intervals?
Intervals.
And that was kind of cool. I really enjoyed that. It was fun to see just solely instrumental music. Instrumental tracks on albums are typically my favorite tracks. Chimera had one that I love. The Implements of Destruction, I think is what it's called, or something along. It's like the final track on the only CD I have of theirs. And
okay.
I loved it.
Okay.
It's the white cover with like the red bloody symbol they have. Whatever. Down Again's on there. Pure Hatred's on there. I fucking love that album. I love that instrumental. Metallica's instrumentals. Orion is fucking killer. Call of Cthulhu, I shit on it, but I love it so much. It's just because that gets more love than Orion, I feel like, and I feel like Orion's a better track. But I love the instrumental songs, right? And on albums. So they're usually my favorites. Seeing a band solely do instrumentals, I've never imagined that as like a live thing. And it was fun.
It's not my thing.
The Intervals, I got a little bored toward the end.
Yeah.
Another one we just found out about, I think, was the Year of No Light. Just picked up a random ass, not the year, but the band is Year of No Light. Picked up a random ass album in Iowa and
right, yeah.
Put it on, and like halfway through the first side of the album, we're like, I think this is all just instrumental. This is fucking awesome. Theirs was awesome.
Yeah.
I loved theirs. It was a different tone, though, is the thing.
Yeah. I don't know what their stage presence would be for Year of No Light, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Because like we've never seen them live.
Right.
But with the Intervals, everybody's on the stage playing. It's not backing track.
Yes, it's not backing track. Everybody's on the stage playing.
Where this was backing track with him playing guitar.
And we've talked about this a little bit ago with going to a metalcore show and I See Light, I think it is.
I See Stars,
yeah. With the DJ aspect, and not necessarily backing track, but that's like the DJ, I guess, his job of the band is to run the backing track in and out. But I wasn't as frustrated with this backing track. Again, I had wished for a full band. I thought that would be fucking killer.
Yeah.
But we just get Jason Richardson, and I was completely fine with that. It would have been a lot cooler, I think, to have the other musicians up there, or other musicians playing his music if he wrote all of it up there playing. But you didn't get it. You just got him, and I wasn't annoyed with the backing track. I was more of, fuck, this would have been a little bit better. Not a little bit. This would have been a lot better.
Yeah, with the whole band.
Again, think of Apocalyptica, right?
Yeah.
Another band that they do have vocal aspects to it, but they bring out their singer to do those bits. But there's also just a lot of instrumental stuff going on. So that's my only complaint. The music, though, was fucking insanely good. His skill is so fucking good, too.
Yeah. No, I mean, can't shit on that at all. I mean, he knows how to play the guitar. So, but I think I had the same thoughts where I'm like, by the middle of it, and that's where I started looking up who he was in the middle of the concert. Generally, I don't do that. I wait until we get home or after they're done, but I was a little bored. So I started looking it up. But I should really work on that and give my full presence to the band. Yeah. Or the person. But
there was one song toward the end. It may have been his last song, I think, or right before. Well, maybe they're two different songs. Again, because they're instrumentals, they kind of somewhat blend go together. At times.
Yeah.
He did come out and he had like a little crowd interaction, a little speech that he would talk about, which was cool. It was quick. It was short. It explained what was going on. You don't get that with just the instruments for sure. But there was one where he's like, this is a 10-minute long song. And I do remember people around us being like, did he just say it's 10 minutes? And I was like, instrumentals are long. It's fucking awesome. That Chimera one I love. I think it's like 15 fucking minutes long.
Yeah, it's long. It's really long.
The last 3 minutes, though, are just like the guy growling, like just different styles of growl. It's fucking awesome. I love it. Even though I can't remember the name. I thought
you were going to say, even though I can't growl.
No. I know how to find the song. I know where it is. I'm pretty sure it's Implements of Destruction. Whatever. I'm not a big song title dude. So that was one thing. The other bit was, do you guys all know those songs that have like 40 different genres in one song? Well, this song's that. And if you want a square dance, you'll know when. And there was like a little hokey pokey, like podunk country bumpkin bullshit going on.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I loved it. It was so fucking cool.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. It just, by the end, I was just like, okay, I'm ready for something else. But I agree with you. I enjoyed the drums and the backing track better than...
The highlight was 100% the drums for me.
Yeah.
The guitar, again, so fucking good, clearly can play and plays so goddamn fast and so goddamn technical.
Right.
But those drums were also insanely fast and insanely technical as well. So that's what I gravitated towards. And that's just my listening ear and your listening ear. Like that's what the guitar solo, the guitar bits, they're fun. I enjoy them. You not as much as I do, but you still enjoy it.
Not that much, no.
But again, that was just what we wanted. Other people love the guitar and whatever. It just add the extra members of the band and that takes you up 20% for me. But that's not shitting on him. This was a phenomenal performance for sure.
Yes.
Like we both said, a fantastic set, regardless of the little nitpicking things that we want to pull out of it. But 100% worth seeing. I would definitely see this again, and knowing more about it, definitely listen to more of the music because it is more of that instrumental. I enjoy more than the intervals because it's heavier and faster, but 100% going to be looking for this guy to come back to town for sure.
I would see it again. As an opener, I really enjoyed it. If it was like an hour-long headlining set, probably not.
That's a very good point. Yeah. A fucking amazing opener.
Yeah.
This is how you're opening your set. Like, all right, let's fucking go. Let's get going.
Yeah. It definitely gives the energy for the night with how fast it was.
Yeah. And it was an opener. So our next band coming up, I wasn't sure who it was going to be, honestly.
I didn't know either how like the headlining or who was going to headline and who. Yeah, I didn't know either.
Because this is kind of booked or presented as a co-headlining show.
Yeah. Because it's called Babyklock, right?
Babyklock.
Oh,
not Baby Talk, Babyklock.
Babyklock. Why did I say Baby Talk?
Because you have Babymetal and you have Dethklok, and they're mixing their names, so you get Babyklock.
I know, but why did I say talk?
I don't know why you did.
Anyways.
So I wasn't sure who was going to be
I didn't know.
And who wasn't.
Yeah. I was really hoping Dethklok was going to be headlining because I probably would have been like, let's go.
I was also hoping they were going to be the headliner, but I was also fine with Baby.
I know you were.
Metal being the headliner. Yeah. But it wasn't. It was Babymetal as the second on the bill. And we had an opportunity to see Babymetal at the first open air.
Yes.
That was the Friday, I believe. We have a whole podcast on that. Like, I had issues with travel, getting home from work, and like a work event, like in New York, traveling back to Chicago. Like, it was a whole fucking fiasco bullshit thing. Ended up missing the first half of the first day of the first open air.
First half of the first day of the first open air.
Yes. But I got to see Rammstein. That's all I wanted to do.
Yeah, that's all that mattered. We just knew you had to get there before Rammstein.
But I think we walked through the gates at Toyota Park. And on the second stage, Babymetal was on.
I don't think
their set.
I don't think they were on yet. Okay. There was somebody on the main stage, of Mice and Men, maybe, or something like that.
Maybe. I don't think so, but it doesn't matter.
It does matter. But then we basically like took a look at that really quick, and then we went and got a beer from the Headbangers tent.
Ball tent, yeah.
Headbangers ball tent. And then they were next on the second stage.
Yeah. And we watched a little bit from the side.
Yes.
I honestly don't remember much of their set.
I remember their that they had like the little dress things on, or
yes.
because they're Japanese.
It's 3 women from Japan as your leads, and then like some backing musicians as well playing the music. And they were wearing like those anime made.
Yes, and that's what I remember, and like dancing around and stuff like that on the stage.
I vaguely remember that too, or I remember it from seeing photos afterwards.
Yeah.
But I kind of remember, like, I don't know where I have that memory, but I do remember that.
Yeah.
Growing up, I was a big anime fan. It's sort of ebb and flowed as I've gotten older. I go in through stages where I watch it and I don't, blah, blah, blah. Always been intrigued with Japanese culture, Japanese aesthetics, everything Japanese. I've always been, like, super drawn to that, which, again, the anime helps with that, I think. And, yeah, metal. It's metal music. So let's meld these things together. Now, one of the things I don't like doing is if it's a new band, listening to the music before going to see them.
Right.
So
I might change my mind on that.
I might have to start doing that too.
Yeah.
Definitely not the day of the show. That I think I'm going to keep in place.
Oh, okay.
But a little while before this show, I was like, you know what? No, fuck that. I saw Babymetal on the side, even though I don't remember it. I saw them at open air. Therefore, they're not new to me. I can listen to them.
Your little like mind games that you play with yourself is so funny.
Right, because I don't want to break my rules, but I found caveats to my rule. But yeah, so I put some Babymetal music on. After 30 seconds, I turned it off because it's metal, it's poppy, it's happy, it's Japanese lyrics. Like, it's so fucking fun. And I was like, I want to go in fresh. I want to be blown away by all the songs. I don't want to know what's going to happen. I just want to go in blind and have so much fun. And I don't know. I went in blind. They came on, and they came out with like a little video that was like telling a backstory behind it. And the music kicked up, and it was fast again. That heavy.
The music is really fast. Yeah.
And then they come out and they start singing in English and Japanese. And I had so much fun. It was such a blast. And there were so many people around us just all night long, jumping and cheering and having a good time and like getting super fucking into it. So I kind of wish I had some experience
already
before.
Listened to it. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, this was so much fun to see everybody else just like dancing too, like just having such a blast. I enjoyed it so much. And again, they're still wearing those like dresses that you're talking about. They weren't the maid ones this time. It was like a sequin dress. They were like rainbow sequins and shit all over it. I don't know. So much fun. I enjoy this a lot. I don't know what your thoughts were.
I really liked the instrumental part of it. I like when the song started before they started singing. The instrumental parts are really, really great, and they're very, very heavy and very, very fast. But then, and maybe this is the poppy part that you were talking about, but when they come out and the vocals start, I just feel like the whole mood like lowers a little bit and like mellows a little bit, and it's very, you still get the poppy part, but it's not as heavy and fast and everything like that. So in my opinion, and when the vocals start, it really loses it for me. I don't like the high pitched girl vocals.
Oh,
but I think that's like the whole Japanese aspect of it.
And it kind of like when the music started and they started singing, it instantly to me went to, and the same with the little opening video that it came out to.
Yeah.
Is like, this is the intro to an anime. Like,
oh, I'm sure. I don't know like, anime, so
some animes have like the super hard, rocky, metally kind of sound to it, and then you have like the backing vocals that are a little catchy and poppy and happy and fun.
Yeah.
And that's what this was. It was like,
maybe I don't like happy and fun.
I don't know. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Illstorm, where it's not a joke, but, and not saying that like this is a joke or that was a joke or the music is bad. It's definitely not like the greatest music you're ever going to hear. These two, Illstorm and Babymetal, but there's sort of a theme behind it, and it's, we're here to have fun and just enjoy. We're not here to like take this super, super fucking seriously. It's sort of like just fucking let go and have fun. Like, this isn't serious. You're not being judged by anybody. You're just here to enjoy music and to let loose and have fun. And this was just have fucking fun.
Yeah.
And it was fun and happy, like I said.
Yeah. The one thing I want to say is I always try to bring it back to like, if something can be like a gateway, I'm going to say gateway drug, but like a gateway into metal music, this is probably a good one, because I know K-pop is like very, very popular and it has almost the same like upbeat beat to it, like that the vocals did. Okay, I have listened to like one K-pop song, so that one K-pop song had like the upbeat beat and everything. But like if there's something that, if you're not really into metal music, but you like enjoy anime, or you enjoy even like some cosplay type stuff or whatever, like, and you listen to this and then you're like, oh, that's fucking amazing, like those drums are amazing, like, and then it just like gets you down that path. Very cool. It's just, for me, you're
already in the circle a little bit.
You're
already through the door. You don't need
I don't need to. And I don't like the one K-pop song, I don't even know what it was that I heard, I didn't like. I know that Lala has really been big on like the K-pop.
Have they?
Yeah, the last couple of years they've had a lot of K-pop
really?
bands and stuff. But I'm just like, it's just not my thing. So, okay. And like I said, like when the song started, when the instruments or instrumental parts of the song started, I was really into it. I was like headbanging and like, really get into it. But then as soon as they start singing, I'm like, oh, okay. So that's just my own personal thoughts. I don't think I'm going to be listening to this, but
I'm 100% listening.
I know you are. I know you are.
I'm 100% going the next time they're in town.
Oh, too. I'll go with you. Like, I'm not going to be one of those people that are like, I am absolutely not seeing that again. And maybe the more I see it, the more I'll get into it. It's just, this is my first impression. We did see them in 2016, but
saw them.
Yeah.
Quotes,
yeah.
right?
Like, but I mean, this is like my first real impression on it. And I just wasn't into it as much.
You mentioned the gateway aspect. Like, this could be somebody's gateway into metal, which is great. And like Metallica did this with Master of Puppets and Stranger Things, right? That was the gateway for a lot of people who are into Stranger Things to get into potentially metal. Check out Metallica, see if you like this, what else is like this type thing. You mentioned that, and it makes me think of how I would describe Babymetal to somebody new. And the first thing I can come to is, it is Hot Topic if Hot Topic was a band.
Right now?
Right now.
Like right
now.
Yes.
It made me, like, you have to preface that with how Hot Topic is in 2020s.
Yeah.
Like or early 2020s. Yeah. Because growing up, when I first found out about Hot Topic, I was really young. And it was like that dark, scary, loud music store in the mall that I never went to. Then as I got into metal, it's like, Hot Topic seems like my kind of store. It was still dark. It was still a little scary, but not that scary. Because I'm now into the scene. I know what I'm looking for. You'd buy your band shirts there. There'd be a little bit of hip hop, but mainly punk and metal and some rock. You get your trip pants there.
Nice,
you get your like goth clothing there and whatnot. Like it was awesome.
Yeah.
But and good for Hot Topic through the times, as you know, people have changed and as trends have changed, they've changed their style, but at the same time also sort of maintaining who they are.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
Because you go in now, it's a lot of goddamn anime in there. A lot I don't even know. Like Naruto, I think, is one and shit. I don't know that shit that well. Actually, I don't know it at all, other than the look of the characters. But they still have their band shirts. You can still get trip pants there, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
But it's a lot more anime focused now too. So that's where I was like, all right, if you take what Hot Topic is right now, this second, and if it was a band, it would be Babymetal.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But we talked a lot about Babymetal without actually talking about their set list.
Yeah, let's go into their set. I almost forgot that we hadn't mentioned their set list.
Yeah.
They started with Babymetal Death, Gimme Chocolate, Papa Yeah, Distortion, BXMXC, Mirror Mirror, Monochrome, Metal, Megatsoon, Headbanger, and then they ended with Road of Resistance.
So as I said earlier, not necessarily the 16 tracks you would get with a full headliner, but a decent set for sure. It played for quite a while.
For an hour, I think. Yeah. Because their songs are longer. Maybe. I mean, we haven't put them on the set list, but I felt like they were long. But maybe
some of them were, yeah.
Maybe I was just like, okay, this song needs to end.
Yeah. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
But like you said, Babymetal Death, they come out and it's super fucking heavy.
I actually really, really enjoyed that.
Did you?
I did. Yes.
Was it the next track, Give Me Chocolate, where you're like, what the fuck is this?
I think I was just like, I don't like this one. I don't know. There was a few of them that I was like really, really into. Babymetal Death, I really liked how they did it. Because it's very much like spelling out baby metal. I don't know any of the other lyrics. I don't even know if it was in English or not, but it was just, it was fun and cool. And it was a great way to open your set.
Give Me Chocolate. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, what the fuck is this? But in a, what the fuck is this? This is fucking awesome. What's going on? This is so cool. I was so happy. Like, I was like I said, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It was awesome. And there were like so many other songs. I don't know if it was Headbanger or what. I don't know exactly. I don't know where we were, what song it was. But there was so much crowd interaction, and the crowd that knew what was going on was jumping and chanting and singing like the catchy poppy lyrics that were behind it. But the backing of the music was the heavy metal music.
Yeah.
So many kids there as well.
I was going to mention that too, like the kids and like how the kids, like there was even this little, like, I don't know, probably like 4-year-old who was in like a tutu dress, and like, I'm assuming they're with her dad, some male figure. And like, as soon as they got onto the floor, he put her on his shoulders and she was just like, like going. And I was just like, this is fucking amazing.
It is so cool to see all the young kids doing that and whatnot. Right. It was fucking awesome for sure. At one song, it might've been Pow Pow Yeah, where a man dressed like Goku got on somebody's shoulders and did a Kamehameha toward them.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
It made me smile. It was like,
yeah,
this is, I loved it. I have no other words to say other than fucking awesome, amazing, worth checking out. It's a great show because they're dancing around, they're having fun. The music, if you know, it's super catchy. The crowd atmosphere, how into the crowd they got, it was so much fun. But yeah, not your favorite.
Not my favorite thing. No,
not your cup of tea.
But it's okay. Not my cup of tea. I mean, it's fine. I don't want to shit on it because it was fun. Just not something I'm really into.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you brought up Elstorm. I was into Elstorm. That was really, really fun.
You were.
This was okay.
I brought Elstorm up mainly because it was
the gimmicky part.
A little gimmicky, but also just the fun aspect of it. Like, we're not here to take ourselves seriously.
Yeah.
We're here to have fun.
Yeah.
Our primary goal is to be fun, not, give you not a life lesson, but a like an epiphany. Like you're not going to have an epiphany during my show. You're going to be here. You're going to zone out, and you're just going to have an amazing hour of your life.
Yeah.
So 100%. I'm going back to see Babymetal.
I'll go with you. I will go with you. It's just not something I'm going to be like. Maybe now that we add them to this playlist, I'm going to listen to them and be like, oh my God, this song is fucking amazing. You know?
Yeah.
It could be just one of those things.
I'm going to be seeking out music videos, and there were some song, maybe it was Papa Yeah, had some rap elements to it. It reminded me a little bit of like nu metal with Bloodywood, like the rapping aspect of it was like, holy shit, that sounds a lot like Bloodywood right now. I don't know. I've said enough.
Did you like them?
Yeah, they were fucking awesome. But yeah, that was Babymetal, and again, I wasn't sure if they were going to be closing it out or second on the bill. Very easily could have closed it out. I think a lot of people were there for them.
Yeah.
I think the younger children were like up on the shoulders having so much fun, like you said, but I didn't pick that up during Dethklok, so maybe it was like, all right,
we're going to go home.
Done, we're going to go home.
Yeah. I don't know. Dethklok might not be a little appropriate for children.
Not be, but let's get into that then. Dethklok here.
So Dethklok is like a fictional band, right?
Yeah, they're not real.
Okay. I was like, I wanted to make sure I wasn't making this up. But it's from a Adult Swim show called Metalocalypse, which is about a band.
Yeah, the band Dethklok, who is the greatest metal band of all time.
From Milwaukee?
Well, not all of them. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think just Pickles is from Milwaukee.
Okay.
Milwaukee. Yeah. Squishguard and Toki, I think, are Scandinavian. And I don't know where Murderface, I can't remember where Murderface is from. And then
let's just say Sweden.
Well, I think it might be Sweden, but I think it's I'm gonna say Scandinavia for air on the safe. I haven't watched this show in fucking forever.
Yeah.
I watched it in high school when it came out. Loved it. So fucking awesome. I loved this so much in school. And
I remember you watching this all the time.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious because, I mean, they're the greatest band of all time, but they're all fucking idiots. They're so goddamn stupid, but the situations they get into are just funny.
Yeah.
And it's like, how can all, like, these fucking idiots be so rich and famous? Because they have, like, the second largest economy in the world is Dethklok. Their fans kill themselves to be at Dethklok. They wrote and there's a song we're going to talk about on here. They wrote a music jingle for a coffee, and they played it one time, and like the helicopters bring the stage in and they drop it, and they have like a little, here's where the stage is going to be, and it drops on the crowd and then smashes the crowd, and then they throw hot coffee onto the crowd like to sample the coffee, but end up scolding and killing the people. It's
not appropriate for children.
Fucking hilarious. And the music is good too.
It is good, and that's the part when you used to watch it. Like, I wasn't really into metal when you first started watching this, because I think we were in Grinnell when you watched this.
Yeah, I was in high school, so
yeah. So, well, yeah, of course, I didn't realize it was in high school, but I just remember watching it and thinking like, and I think I even told you like, oh my God, it would be amazing if this was a real band and we could see this band.
And I told you it kind of sort of is.
Yeah.
Where the band comes out and they're just all in black, and you don't see the band that's actually playing the music, but they play on screen with the Dethklok band playing. And I was like, I can't wait to do this. They did a few tours. I don't know when they did the tour, either late 2000s, like 2009-ish, or if it was like mid 2005, 2006, or they were in Milwaukee, you said, in 2012.
2012, yeah. And
it could have been that time they also came to Iowa. Regardless, one of the shows, I think they went to Val Air Ballroom, and I wanted to go, but didn't go either because I didn't have the money, or it was a night that just didn't work. I can't remember. I skipped that show, and I always kicked myself afterwards. Like, fuck, I can't believe I missed that. And they're not a thing anymore. Their TV show's over. They're not fucking touring anymore. This is bullshit. Fuck, that's one of the shows I wish I would have gone to and missed. Well, fast forward to 2023, they've released a fourth album, Dethklok 4. They have a new movie coming out, which I think is going to lead into a new season of the show.
Oh, that'd be
or maybe
awesome.
it's just a way to end it. Because the whole thing of the show is also like there's a, I honestly can't remember because it's been so long since I watched, but it's like a prophecy saying that these members of this band or these members of like these vague members will bring about the apocalypse, and the members are Dethklok. So you have the government's trying to kill them every step they can, but somehow Dethklok, because they're so stupid, end up avoiding the death because they end up like bending down to pick something up, and then the shot that was going to go to their head goes to like the other person behind them or something like that. And then like their agent's like this evil guy or something who is guiding them and managing their money. I don't know. It's fucking hilarious. Check out the show. But they had the movie coming out, and it's like, and we're going to do a tour to support this. And it's like, yes, I can finally fucking see it. This is going to be awesome. And yeah, spoiler, it fucking was awesome. But lead us down. We talked a lot about who Dethklok is. Lead us down what the set list was.
Yeah, so they started with Death Theme, Briefcase Full of Guts, Birthday Death Day, Awaken, Bloodiness, The Gears, Hatred Copter, Death Support, Duncan Hill's Coffee Jingle, Ordic Discretion, I Ejaculate Fire, The Duel, Mermaid Murder, Thunder Horse, Fan Song, SOS, and they ended with Get Into the Water.
And again, this is a set list from when they were here in Chicago.
I think it's about the same.
I'm pretty sure it's the exact same.
I think it is, yeah.
And the reason for that is it's all animated. Like I said, it's all just the video. And this sort of leads into my only complaint of the show is it's basically the music video that each one of these had during the episode. So each one of these songs is in a episode. And there's usually an accompanying bit of art that goes along with that as they play it live at the end of the episode. But you don't get the entire song, or you don't get the entire music video. So it's like basically the music video for the songs that they're playing. And there's not a whole lot of crowd interaction in between the songs. And I thought it'd be hilarious if there'd be like unique little bits or clips they would do or bring in, or even just like hello, and then like the band would come up on the screen like, we're so glad to be in, and then like a robotic voice, Milwaukee, like something like that. I thought that would be a lot funnier.
Yeah.
You are our favorite venue, or like our favorite venue is the Rave. Like something like that would have just been hilarious. I think it would have added some comedy to it, which the show is very comical. They did have it with Boneface, their mascot, who'd come out and do like concert etiquette and talk about what good concert etiquette is. And one's like, good hygiene's appropriate. If you smell somebody, or if you don't smell somebody, that means you're probably the smelly asshole. Go take a shower, or take a shower once in your life, or something like that. And another one was like, if you're gonna do, if you're gonna drink alcohol or smoke weed, like just do that over and over. Then Boneface apparently had smoked a fuck ton of weed beforehand. It was kicking in. Basically, the gist was, don't overdo it.
Yeah.
Like, stick with what you can manage.
Yeah.
Those are the only two times that it really happened. There was no other concert etiquette. There could have been a lot more. One of them was don't hold your phone up and record the entire fucking goddamn concert, which there were people around recording the entire concert, which again was the music video that you can probably find online on YouTube or something. Yeah. So I don't know. But they came out to the song you were really hoping they'd open with.
Well, I just thought it would be cool if they came out with the like theme song that's before every single episode. I was like, wouldn't that be an awesome way to start? And you thought it would be like a different song or whatever.
Yeah, I was questioning that, but as soon as you said it, and after I said, maybe not, but it makes perfect sense. Like it's a great.
You weren't like, maybe not. You were like, no, they won't do that.
But after I said it in my head, I was like, maybe not. Okay. Because it is a really good, especially for the show. It's like it introduces every character.
Yep.
It's like says their name, what instrument they play, and basically like we are Dethklok. And that's how they opened it here too, with again the opening theme for the show as like the backing music video that's being played.
Yeah.
So all the music videos are really cool. Like very heavy metal kind of like if you ask somebody to talk about heavy metal and what they think heavy metal is, if they don't know what it is, Dethklok is what I think they would come up with in terms of what they think it would be.
Yeah. But I think you even mentioned that you thought that they were going to end with Mermaid Murder.
I thought so too. Like Mermaid,
Yeah.
Not that I. Yeah, that's what I thought they'd end with. That to me seems like their biggest hit. You usually end on like one of your biggest hits, and it was further down on the bill, but it definitely wasn't the last.
End. Yeah, but like when that came on, I was like, oh, it's over already, because like I thought like, oh, you probably know better than I do or whatever, but I was like, oh, it's over. Like I don't want this to be over yet, but we did get a few more songs after that.
We did, and then that was one bit where they did have crowd interaction. Is the lights went down, and they basically said like, "Hey, we're happy to be here. This is our home show, Pickles' home show. Like, do you want 3 more songs, or do you want a few more songs? A few more songs, yeah. Or do you want to go home and have Hot Pockets?" And like the crowd cheered, and then Nathan Explosion's like, "Fuck, my Hot Pocket's gonna get cold." All right, whatever, assholes.
Yeah. I remember that from the show. So like that's something I remember picking up from
the really?
Show. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
There's like a whole Hot Pocket thing in the show.
Oh, I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
So they announced
We need to watch every episode now.
So I was going to say that. They announced the movie coming out. Venture Brothers did this too, where another Adult Swim show, where they had a movie just come out, and I think that's going to be another season. Like, these are all shows that like started in the early to mid 2000s and have slowly kind of trickled on through the years. Venture Brothers would have like a season, then 3 seasons, or 3 years off, then another season, then 2 years off. Like it's been very sporadic. Yeah. But so when they announced the movie for Dethklok, our Metalocalypse, I was like, all right, we're going to go to HBO where all the Adult Swim shows are, and we're going to watch it from the beginning. And we... Hi. What was I saying? Oh, they're all on HBO, so let's go watch them on HBO. And we do this from time to time where I'll start to watch it and I haven't watched it in 6 months. Let's start at the very beginning and binge through this. And we get like 4 or 5 episodes in, maybe through one season, and then we like don't do it again. We don't watch past that. And 6 months pass, like, fuck, let's go back, start over. Anyway. Movie got announced. I was going to go to HBO, do that. They took them all off HBO. So it's like, fuck, we can't do this yet. All right, soon. In any case, I do want to watch all of them again.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
But as I said, the Duncan Hills coffee jingle, that was one where like, we're only going to play this one time only. And they played the entire video for that. That was awesome to see. Mermaid Murder, it wasn't the last song. I was happy they fucking played it. So I was like, all right, how are you going to end this? The one song they didn't play that I really wanted was Go Forth and Die, which was like my favorite episode where Nathan Explosion's like, he never got his high school diploma, so he has to go back to high school and take the GBD and to pass, because I can't remember why he needed, because they were getting honorary degrees from Harvard because they were giving the speech.
Right.
And it's like, well, you can't get an honorary degree from Harvard because you never graduated high school. And all the other ones like, I'm going to be a marine biologist. It's like, I don't think that's how degrees work, but honorary degrees work, but all right. So they train him or teach him how to do the GBD. Oh, and Murderface is going to the spelling bee. He's like, I'm a great speller. I can spell anything. Give me a word. And like, banana. B-A-nana. Like, all, like, just can't fucking spell. And he gets up there. And the first word's like, spell this. And he's like, fuck you. And just like walks off. It's hilarious. But at the very end, when they're giving their degree, the guy walks in and like, I have your results, Nathan. Do you want to see what they are? Yeah. Pulls it up and, you failed. What? How? You didn't answer a single question. How'd you not know that? and then he goes up there to give the speech and he's like, go forth and die. And it's like, to me, that'd be a perfect way to end the set of like, all right, show's over. Go forth and die, motherfuckers. Yeah. Perfect way to. All in all, though, I fucking loved it.
I like this too. This was so much fun. I'm glad that we were able to do or be able to go and see this after so long.
Yeah. Again, if you are going to go see this, I think they're store touring and whatnot. Maybe not by the time we post this, but don't fucking record the entire goddamn thing. Or at least put your phone down by your face. The person in front of us had their phone up in the fucking, like, stop that shit. Like, these videos are all online. Fucking go online and watch the music video.
Or just live in the moment.
Or live in the moment. Yeah. Exactly. Any case, this was a fucking phenomenal show. All 3 acts.
They did amazing. Like, how they put it all together was really amazing.
All 3 of them went together so fucking good. I love this tour. This was so fucking good.
Yeah, it was good.
Any case, go check out live music. It's so fucking good.
Yeah. Bye.